You get what you pay for.
I know, exactly.
Sunsets like a tangerine. Let's find a road we've never seen. Life is short, make it sweet.
Oh. Good morning.
Morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I
Love you. Cheers. Howdy doody.
Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, September 9th.
Ooh.
And tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a big, big day.
It is the anniversary of the 40th anniversary of me becoming a mommy. It's my daughter Jolene's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jolene.
Happy birthday, Jolene. We love you. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah. So,
40.
40.
40.
I've been a mommy for 40 years. Well, not yet. Not until like about 1:30 this afternoon.
Jolene.
I mean, tomorrow afternoon.
You've entered a different demographic.
Yeah. Yeah, when you click through
You're
your
40,
age group.
You're 40 plus now.
You're up now. Yep.
Love you.
And the music you listen to is going to be graded on a whole different level.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how you do ratings, right? 40 plus.
That's it.
Women, 40 plus. Yeah, nobody would ever know looking at you that you're 40. So, happy birthday, honey. We love you.
Yep.
Jolene's 40.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here and watching us today. We appreciate you. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell so that we get you get notifications when we put up a video. I know, I already dropped it once.
Drink some coffee.
I don't think there's enough stuff in it.
Stuff.
Please give us a thumbs up. Please comment, and please share with your friends that you want to torment. So last Saturday, what?
Nothing.
I was waiting for you to start saying something. I put a big pause so that you can say something.
It's over now. Move along. So last Saturday.
Yes. I was still at my mom's in the morning. I had stayed with her for a couple nights after she got out of the hospital. And she was doing okay. And so we did a late chat video for you guys. And then it started raining. It had rain like all night. So Sunday we had early baseball. It was rainy and cool. It was awesome weather.
Wintertime has arrived.
I keep telling him. He says, it's winter time. He and Wendy say, it's winter time. And Kevin and I are going, oh,
When
this
you get
is
up
so
in the morning
nice.
and the temperature in Reno, or at least where we are, north of Reno, is 40 and the high is only 58, it's wintertime.
Nuh-uh, and it wasn't that.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
That was the high that day. It was
Whatever.
40 in the morning. It got up to 58 that day. Of course,
It doesn't
the next
say
day.
that on our board.
Shush.
So
the next
you're
day
making
it was
stuff
back in
up.
the 70s.
You're
But
making
it was winter
stuff
for
up.
one day.
You're making stuff up.
Every day now, it's in the 40s overnight.
Oh, so nice. It's funny because we go to bed with fans on because it's still warm, and then we wake up with an extra blanket. So, extra blanket.
Stop.
Him. For him, yeah. Of course, I always have the dog at my feet and the cat laying up next to me, so I don't need a blanket.
Yeah.
You do. Oh, jeez. So on Monday, we kind of got the cleaning bug. We started doing windows and screens, and I defrosted the fridge, and I baked banana bread because it was cool enough that I could actually bake something in the oven.
Oh my God, it smelled so good inside the RV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And you cleaned the awning because after having little bits
All the
of
little bit of
rainstorms.
rain, and I unrolled the main awning because we don't use it hardly at all, but I unrolled it and it had water in it, and it had green growing. Starting to grow. So I scrubbed it with a sponge mop and
A little tiny bit of bleach.
little bleach, and it whitened it
Soapy-
right up.
hot
Now,
soapy water.
that was on the underside. I didn't do the top side because I have to get on the roof, and at that point we hadn't had my doctor follow up, so I didn't want to do anything to hurt the knee any worse than it is. And So I need to go up and do the top side now and clean it.
Yeah, we're always somewhere in wind-prone areas. It can be perfectly still here, and all of a sudden, here comes a dirt devil.
Hey, how many of you, let us know in the comments below, actually use your awning and leave it out? And I know some folks who leave it out 24/7, Dave, but we won't say who.
Hey, we know some people that tie them down, and whew, but I think it all depends on what kind of awning you have and where you are.
Ours is a manual awning. You know, we got to pull it out, we got to lock it down and everything like that, and then to put it away, it takes two people because you got to flip the switch and you got to hold the string, and it's not worth it for us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're just never in an area where we can really feel safe about leaving it out.
What about you? Let us know in the comments below.
But
do you really utilize your big main awning?
We try to keep it clean anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So on Tuesday you had PT at the gym. They worked you over again pretty good.
Yep.
We came right home because I had a lunch date with my son and his grandma, my mother-in-law. And she's just the sweetest lady. She's 96 and she's a go-getter. She still looks terrific and gets around good. So it was a very nice visit, and we ran a couple of errands. She needed to get something, and my son needed something. So we ran a few errands before we came home. And then I did some work when I got home. But it was really nice getting to visit. We took RJ to lunch for his birthday, and then this was just another lunch. We've been talking about it.
Just for you to spend time with him.
With him and with Ann, the three of us together. Because she doesn't really get to go do stuff. So it was nice to get her out.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday I worked some more. Tax deadline is coming up, so I'm working kind of a lot.
The second tax deadline.
Yeah, for people that got extensions.
Extensions, yeah.
Yeah. So you had a doctor's appointment at like 2:30.
The follow-up, the main follow-up from surgery for the doctor appointment, and we drove all the way through
almost 30
Reno,
miles.
30 miles through Reno to get to the doctor's office. We get there, I walk up to the counter to check in, and she says, "What's your name?" And I told her, and she goes, "The doctor's not going to be able to see you today. Our computers are down."
Can you believe that?
100% of everything is on their computer. He had no hard copies of anything. It wasn't just me. It was everybody in that office had to go home and reschedule their appointments.
30 miles each way, almost 30 miles, and over an hour of our time.
Just ridiculous.
They didn't call and say, "Oh, we have to cancel your appointment." Probably because they don't have the information to call you because it's all on the computer.
That's so true. So they don't have hard copies of anything in this doctor's office.
So
Nothing.
we had to reschedule it. I was not happy. Let me just say that. Was not happy.
So we rescheduled it for the day after that. So it was
Friday.
A day and a half after that, basically.
Because Thursday you had your last scheduled PT at the gym with the physical therapist.
We didn't know if they were going to extend it or not.
Right.
So
you had your last one.
And he gave me some new exercises to do. He says, if you're not coming back, he says, this is stuff you can do at home. You can even do, and he said, you can even do these in the RV. So he gave me a bunch of stuff to do to help strengthen this leg and this knee.
Yep. Otherwise, he's doing really, really good. We stopped at my mom's afterwards just to kind of check on her. She lost her glasses. We tried to find them. 3 of us could not find it.
And no, they weren't on her head.
So, no. Or on her face.
Or around her neck.
Yeah. So, I don't know what she did with them. But anyway, and then of course I worked some more. I've been doing a little bit of this and that, and I've been working on a birthday card. And then, so we had your
Friday.
Your rescheduled doctor's appointment.
Went back to the doctor. I looked at her and I said, I'll bet you he's with us less than 90 seconds.
I set my stopwatch.
She set a stopwatch when he walked in the room.
I did. It was actually 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Woo! 2 minutes and 30-something seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, so he would have lost that bet.
But he came in, he looked at the knee, he felt it, he read a couple things to me. And
you got images from the MRI?
We got pictures of the knee itself and the cartilage inside and the meniscus.
Yeah, he says the cartilage is real good, and he showed you where the meniscus was folded under.
Yep.
And
It wasn't just torn, it was torn, but in addition to that, it was folded under and it was like doubled up, and that's why I was having such knee pain.
And I think that's what the pop was every now and then.
Yeah,
You
that's
for
what
a
he
while
said.
you were able to pop it back into place,
Yeah.
and then it would fold under again. So it was
Yeah.
obviously damaged that
Yeah.
it would do that.
And I'm thinking that when I'm looking for Bear.
Yeah, she's right there.
She's fine. I'm thinking that when I did pop it back into place, you know, a couple of years ago, and that, I just wonder if that was kind of like somebody taking their shoulder
Oh yeah.
and went, because it just hurt, and then you hear the pop, and they go, oh, and then it's fine.
Yeah, it could be.
And it was
Could be
like
very
it was
similar.
like that. But he said, we're good to go. He said, you know what? You don't need to go back to physical therapy anymore. He says, I see you made your last appointment yesterday and you went. He says, go live your life. He said, do the exercises that
Yep.
they told you to do, strengthen it. He said, but go. He says, you know where I am if you have any problems in the future. Go live your life.
Yeah.
And that's what RV life is all about. Go live your life. Go have some
Living
fun.
your life. Yep. Yep. So it's hard to believe that it's already middle of September and that Halloween is like right around the corner.
Oh.
It's, I mean, already. This year just goes by that.
And you know, Jolene and her family,
Yeah.
they used to decorate for Halloween and have one of those goofy houses that the TV news crews would come to the house and put it.
Yeah.
They had that kind of a house.
Oh, yeah. It
They
was
haven't
fabulous.
done it for years. They just decided, okay, we're done.
Well, when the boys were little, they wanted to go
Yeah.
trick-or-treating and stuff, and they had to be there at the house, you know, for people to come to, because you draw a lot of trick-or-treaters when
Yeah.
you have an amazingly decorated house. So,
But
now
they
that
didn't
the
do
boys
it. They
are
didn't do
older-
it for years.
Yeah.
They didn't do it for years.
They're
No
talking about
decorating at
doing
all.
it again.
This year, they're going all in. They're going to decorate up. They're going to dress up and do all that stuff. And with Jolene turning 40 and Halloween coming, Jolene, this is especially for you. Okay?
Just give you a heads up of what's
Heads up with Halloween, and getting older, it's a lot like a haunted house. You got to think about this. There are sounds and smells that just can't be explained anymore.
Woohoo! Here's to getting older. Yeah!
Yeah!
All right, everybody. You have a wonderful week, and we will see ya.
Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
Go bear, bear.
Bear, bear, look over here.
Where you going?
And we, by the way, where we did this morning, we did it in Kevin and Wendy's percolator.
Pergola.
Or whatever.
My brother-in-law built this thing from
Built it.
scratch.
And it goes over the waterfall that he
Goes-
built, and
yeah.
we're up at the top of the
we're up
creek
at the
to the
top.
waterfall.
There's the little stream. I'm getting stuck on the tripod. All of this he built by hand. Got wisteria growing.
Do we have to turn the percolator off or anything?
No, it stays on all the time.
Okay.